we're going to make an apple pie. First, we need to cut the apples. Do you know what we can use to cut the apples? Good job! We can use a sharp knife.
I don't think we're supposed to do that by ourselves.
It's always good to be brave when you're by yourself. Look, I'm a pirate! Ha!
What's up everyone, I'm Dan and I've got another horror title for the Nintendo Switch thanks to Dread XP for the review code for Amanda the Adventurer. Amanda the Adventurer stands out from other horror titles by blending the familiar innocence of a children's cartoon with unsettling and sinister undertones. Imagine being plunged into an interactive version of Dora the Explorer, but with twisted moments, eerie puzzles, and an unsettling storyline that unfolds through the simple mechanism of VHS tapes. At first glance, it's a whimsical homage to early 2000s era children's programming, but it quickly becomes clear that this is no ordinary show. Instead, it's a cleverly disguised horror game that lures players in with nostalgic charm, only to push them into increasingly bizarre, often funny and frequently scary situations. You take on the role of Riley Park, who inherits their Aunt Kate's house and finds a stack of VHS tapes in the attic. The tapes seem to feature a local low-budget children's show starring Amanda, an innocent-looking young girl, and her friend Willie the Sheep. While the show initially appears like something straight out of 90s childhood, with its simple animations and friendly characters, there's a sense that something is wrong the more you progress. What starts as a fun children's show quickly unravels into something much darker and much funnier in a morbid way. At its core, Amanda the Adventurer is a puzzle game reminiscent of an escape room where you use clues hidden within the tapes to solve increasingly complex and eerie challenges. The interaction is mostly passive. Your job is to watch the tapes, pay close attention, and decipher the hidden meanings behind Amanda's seemingly innocent questions and actions. As you progress, the puzzles grow more complex and often require you to think outside the box. Blend in environmental clues with in-game choices to uncover the game's dark secrets. There's a strong sense of discovery, and the further you go, the more engrossed you become, wanting to find out what Amanda wants and how far the rabbit hole goes. The game shines when it forces you to engage with its clever and often unsettling mechanics. Amanda and Willie seem to break the fourth wall, talking to you, the player, as if they were aware of your presence. Willie in particular serves as the voice of reason, often cautioning you about Amanda's increasingly strange and threatening behaviour. His hesitant tone and nervous warnings provide much needed comic relief amid the growing tension. There's a certain charm in his delivery which makes his interactions even funnier, contrasting perfectly with Amanda's chipper but menacing demeanour. The voice acting is great, making the game's eerie moments even more effective. Amanda's voice is bubbly and innocent, a perfect match for a kids show protagonist, but it's in those subtle tonal shifts where the game's true horror lies. When Amanda's voice drops an octave, or when she demands an answer that seems too intense for a children's show, the unease seeps in. Willie's nervous, sheepish voice adds another layer to the tension. He knows something's wrong, and his increasing panic mirrors the player's own confusion and discomfort. One of the game's great strengths is its ability to keep you hooked. Despite the short runtime, Amanda the Adventurer keeps players wanting more. Each tape provides new clues that not only deepen the mystery but also fill in pieces of a disturbed backstory. As you solve more puzzles around the attic you're trapped in, you unlock secret tapes that reveal additional layers to the narrative. The tapes are intentionally vague at first, leading to plenty of what just happened moments, but as the game progresses, the pieces of the story fall into place, albeit in ways you might not expect. It's hard to go into too much detail without spoiling too much of the mystery. Similarly, I've opted to only show a smaller amount of gameplay so as not to spoil anything, but if you're someone who enjoys piecing together lore, reading between the lines and finding hidden messages, you'll find Amanda the Adventurer a rewarding experience. What makes the game even more enjoyable is its twisted sense of humour. There are plenty of funny moments, especially when Amanda's cheerful persona clashes with the dark reality of what's happening. Willie's exasperated and often terrified reactions make these moments even better, providing levity amid the chaos. It's a strange mix of emotions. You're laughing one moment at Willie's panic, only to be hit with a "wait, should I be laughing?" feeling as the game reveals another piece of its sinister puzzle. There are, however, a few technical issues that I experienced during my playthrough. I encountered a crash which could have been frustrating. Luckily, pressing the start button allowed me to bypass this one issue, and it didn't detract from the overall experience. On another occasion, however, the game completely shut off, and this was right as I completed the final puzzle. That was very frustrating. Hopefully these issues are being looked into and the game can be patched for players going forward. Amanda the Adventurer may not be a big budget game, but it doesn't need to be. It's a cleverly crafted horror experience wrapped in the guise of a children's show, making the moments of dread and dark humour all more impactful. The blend of escape room style puzzles, fourth wall breaking characters and twisted storytelling keeps you engaged from start to finish. While short, it's a game that encourages exploration and rewards you for paying attention, with secret tapes that fill in the gaps of the story. For fans of psychological horror, Amanda the Adventurer offers a fresh and disturbing take on the genre, proving that sometimes the scariest things are hiding behind the most innocent facades. Despite a few minor technical hiccups, it's a journey worth taking. Just be prepared for a few what the f moments along the way. Amanda the Adventurer is out now on the Nintendo eShop, priced at $7.89 in the UK and $8.99 in the US. Thanks you all for watching, hope you enjoyed the review, and until next time.
We saw so many things today! A rotting sandwich, a rotting tree stump, and silly old rotting Mr. Fox. Sometimes I feel myself rotting, but it feels far away.
Amanda, nothing is rotten here.
What do you think? Do you think that everything rots?
Of course not, Amanda.
I'm not asking you. Answer my question.
You don't have to answer that. See? Everything is fine here. It's all fine.